Hi, Amy Fashion Toppings here with another video, and once again, two videos in one day, so that's why only one outfit in two videos. So I didn't have time to change. I'm trying to get in as many videos as I can while my kids and my husband are gone. So, and while there's no contractors in my house, today I'm going to take, my mom got me a bunch of these tank tops. They're a little dated for me, and they're a little big. This is a 2XL size 20. Right here, this little tank top, and this little tank top, which is a large, but it's got the two different colors. It's like two different layers. But I noticed the blues match this tank and this tank. So I'm going to turn these two into one sundress. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I decided this is going to be the top of my sundress, and this is going to be the bottom because I like the multiple colors, and I like the fact that it's double layered, so I don't have, it's like two tops built into one. See the back? What I like about it, and why I'm going to use this as a skirt, look at, it's two tops, so it'd be like wearing a slip almost. I get that extra coverage. So this is going to be the skirt, and this is going to be the top. But I want it to be strapless. So, and then I can save that lace for another project. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut straight across. As you can see, I'm going to cut straight across from armpit to armpit. Just straight across because I'm going to make this a strapless sundress. So it's going to look like, it's just going to look like a big rectangle like this. So I'm going to cut that top part off. Okay, I'll cut that off and I'll be right back. Okay, now I cut it off. See? As you can see, it's just now a big rectangle. Okay, you have your choice of, I have it inside out. As you can see, there's the tag. I have it inside out. Just folding it over and then sewing right along the bottom of that fold and making a channel and leaving part of it open and then sliding your elastic through. You have a choice of doing that, or just flip your shirt to the bottom. Here's your bottom hem. Your bottom hem is already a channel. See, in this bottom hem, right in here, that's already a channel. And it's the same width as my elastic. So I'm going to give it a try. Now to be able to open up the channel, just pick an area along the side seam where it's not going to be noticeable because it'll be underneath the arm. Just pick a little part of the seam open. Okay, so I just picked open just a very small section. You can kind of see right there, just a very small section of the bottom hem of my shirt. Now I'm going to take an elastic. I'm using a thin elastic. I don't really care to have thick elastic underneath my arms. So just hook a safety pin on there, make sure it's closed. And I'm going to slide it through there, that little hole. And I'm going to feed it all the way through the channel. That's the nice thing is when you're cutting up t-shirts, their bottom hem, pretty much every t-shirt I've ever used for a hem, it's a complete channel. It saves me so much time and it's a lot nice and neat. It's a nice and neat channel versus what I do with the regular sewing machine. The commercial ones are so much this cleaner looking. And so I like to use the bottom of a shirt hem as a channel when it comes to putting in elastic. So I'm going to go ahead and keep feeding this through, and I'll show you what's next. Okay, so I just stitch back and forth, as you can see. Maybe not. So I just stitch back and forth over the elastic, connecting the two ends of the elastic, and then all you do is pull, and voila. It'll disappear right back into your, making sure nothing's twisted. Okay, so I just pulled it back in, and it goes right back into the casing. Then all I have to do is take a little hole here, take it back to the sewing machine, and just zigzag stitch that shut. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so now that my top part is done, now let's address the bottom part of the dress. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I don't need these arms, so I'm going to lay it on the ground. But this time, since it is two layers, if I cut, I don't want the layers slipping around. I will pin this before I cut it. So what I'm going to do is lay it on the ground, and I'm going to just pin right below where I would do my cut so that it holds the material together. So I'm just going to do straight pins all the way across, holding the 2 layers together, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut right above it. All I'm doing is basically cutting from armpit to armpit. I've already tried this on, and this, so there's the arms. So let's say if I take the arms off, this is what the skirt's going to look like. And I've already tried it on, and it fits around, and I'll have, when I'm joining the top and the skirt, I can put in elastic, and then it will definitely fit. So this will be the skirt. It's going to be cute. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I did to the top. I'm going to cut from armpit to armpit, removing the sleeves and the arms and the neckline of my top. So it'll look like that. It'll be a skirt. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I cut off the top of my shirt, and I have it inside right. Now the top I'm putting I have it inside out. There's my tag. Here's the top of it. There's the bottom. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide my skirt inside right, inside my top. And so my raw edges, which is going to be the bottom of my shirt, the raw edges that I just got done cutting of the shirt and of the skirt part will be touching. And I'll show you here in just a second. So I'm taking it, shove it inside. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this done a million times. Okay, and when you're sliding it through, make sure you're matching up side seams. So that so they're inside each other. That's the wrong side. Oops, you can see it. That's the wrong. The shirt is on the shirt is on inside out, and the skirt is inside right. The top part, which is at the top, and my raw edge of my shirt is at the top as well. So I'm sewing the 2 raw edges together. Now I'm going to want to be putting elastic in here, so to make it easier to make a channel, I have the shirt is just a little bit long. So when I pin them together, I'm going to pin down a little bit. I'm going to leave a little bit of excess blue material. This is my top. A little bit of excess hanging out along the top when I sew them together so that I can fold it down and make a channel. So, okay, start pinning at the side seams. That's so that you know that your dress is going to be straight. So go to a side seam. Ouch. Turn to a side seam and go to the other side seam. Match them up. Nice and neat. Have a little bit of fabric sticking out from the top so I can make a channel. Okay. Now I'm going to pull it tight to make sure it looks good. Okay, and my top is slightly bigger than my bottom, so I'm just going to pull tight as I sew. So I'm going to go ahead and take this to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to stitch all of this together. I'm going to do a straight stitch all the way around. All the way around, connecting my shirt to my skirt. I'm going to sew all the way around, and I'm going to use a straight stitch. But I'm going to pull I'm going to pull tight as I sew because the skirt is not the same size as the shirt. So I'm going to stretch them to make them the same size. So I'll be right back. Okay, and what I meant by stretching is I'm going to pull tight so that I can ease the larger shirt into the skirt, since the skirt is smaller. Okay, fix my stitch, and I'm going to do a straight stitch. Okay, got it started, so I have enough to anchor. Now I'm just going to pull. I'm just pulling tight on the skirt, stretching it to meet up with the shirt. Rotating around, making sure my extra blue part that I'm leaving out of the shirt is even as I go around. Okay. And then just keep easing it all the way around. Pulling tight on the shirt that's smaller. I'm pulling tight on it to give it more stretch so that it eases into the shirt, which is larger. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now I've sewn all the way around, connecting the skirt and the top all the way around the circle. And remember how I left a little bit of extra blue sticking out the top? That is because I'm going to use that for the extra material for the casing for the waistband. So I'm going to pull the skirt out. Oops, both layers. So now my dress is inside out. Now I'm going to put this back on my sewing machine. And this extra material, I'm just going to fold it down, fold it flat. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. So I took the extra material. There's the sewing that we just got done doing. It's inside here. See? We sewed the top to the skirt. I'm going to take that extra material and I'm going to lay it down. Lay it down nice and flat. So now, see, it's going to become a channel in there. See right here? It's going to become a channel. So I'm just going to sew along the bottom of that channel. Make sure everything is laying nice and flat. And like I said, I'm just going to sew all the way around the channel. I always start at a side seam so I can hide my back stitch or my fixed stitch. Okay, and I'm running out of battery life, so I have to cruise on this. Okay, so I'll fix my stitch. I'm going to do a straight stitch. Fix stitch. And I'm just sewing a straight stitch right along the bottom edge of this extra material, forming a channel. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this all the way around, and then I'll be back. Okay, in the middle of doing my project, everybody came home, and we had to leave and run errands. Now I'm back trying to finish my dress, and I can't remember where I left off. But I know that I was sewing the casing in. So where we left off, we have the top elastic done. We connected the bottom skirt to the top skirt. Now the next step is for me to feed through the opening right there. I didn't make a very big opening, did I? I'll have to make it a little bit bigger. Through the opening right there, I'm going to feed my elastic all the way around my waistband. So you can see how it's going to look. I'll step back a little bit. So it's kind of fun. It's going to be cute on. It's going to be cute on. So like I said, this is a t-shirt. This was a tank top. And this was a tank top. And I merged the two together to make an outfit. So let me go ahead and feed the elastic through the channel at the waist. And so I'll try this on and get it all finished up. And we'll see how it turned out. So here it is. I love how it turned out. Just got the elastic casing in there. Right there. And then I put a belt on. Just make it look a little bit more finished. Here's the two-layered shirt that I made into a skirt. And it's got the sides raised up a little bit because that's how the shirt was. And it's got the double layers. So I think it's something casual that I can wear to like the grocery store this summer. You know, if I'm out by the pool or working in the yard, it's something quick and easy that I can throw on. And actually, I had to put this project down for a couple days. My schedule is just so crazy, so I just finished it tonight by putting the elastic in and trying it on, and it is so comfortable. So I'm really seeing this by the pool, wearing this with my swimsuit under it to get to the pool and be able to run to the grocery store after being at the pool if I want to. I'm nice and covered up, but I like it. It's just, like I said, it's two tank tops. This is one tank top. I just cut the arms off from under the arm, where the armhole under the armpits, I cut that part straight across, put elastic casing in, and then added elastic. This was the same thing. This was a tank top, a double layer tank top. Cut straight across from armpit to armpit, and then just attached the top to the bottom, and then ran elastic through. And then if you don't want to run elastic through it, then I have elastic in mine right here, but you can always just wear a belt. Leave the elastic out and just wear a belt. So something fairly easy, and I have it paired up. It's hard to walk in carpet with heels, but I have it paired up with my blue Jessica Simpson heels. So nice and comfortable. Okay then, well that is another sewing project, just a quick refashioning project of 2 t-shirts or 2 tank tops refashioned into one easy sundress. So, well, this is Amy of Fashion Toppings. Until next time, you have a great day.